Good morning, everybody. This is at Stock Dragon. I just wanted to make another video on what was my most profitable trade so far this week. Today is June 14, 2018. Just wanted to go over this stock, FLKS. Now, just to kind of give you a quick overview here of how I set up my charts. Again, this purple line here is the 200 EMA. This yellow dotted line here is the 100 EMA. This light blue line is the 8 EMA. The red line is the 20 EMA. The white dotted line is the VWAP. And this orange line is the 50 EMA. Now, some people would say, well, you know, that's probably a lot of indicators on one chart, and you know, maybe they're right as far as like their personal preference, but with all these indicators coming together, the only one that I really didn't use on this particular stock this day was probably just this 100 EMA. But I just want to go over the stock real quick. So I wasn't watching this in pre-market or anything. I didn't see any of this. I wasn't tracking it or anything, but all of a sudden it popped up on my scanner over here. At the time, there was only four stocks that I had populated here, and this was one of them that just all of a sudden just popped up. At the time, oh, it's got 7 million volume already. At the time, it only had like 250,000, or I'm sorry, 200,000 shares traded at the time when it looked like this. So when I saw this, this is one of my favorite setups to trade. The reason being, what I like is I like these like bases right around VWAP. They can be either a little bit over, right at VWAP, or just under VWAP. But when I saw it, it pretty much looked like this. And these are 1 minute candles. So all these EMAs are going to be to the 1 minute candle, as you can see here. So let's go ahead and fast forward 1 minute. So when I saw this, I was thinking, you know, okay, well, over the pre-market high of 117 would probably be a good spot to get in. But my biggest concern when I saw this was the 200-day. I thought, you know, well, that's I guess I got a little bit greedy, thinking, well, that's not a lot of I guess if it goes up to this, it's not a lot of not a big percentage move, is what I was thinking at the time. But I was still looking at it very, very closely. So we'll just fast forward to the next candle. Saw this. Okay, now it's just over the pre-market high, so it's got some room. Next candle, right here. So as you can see, this is why I like the 200-day and these other indicators, because it goes right to the 200-day EMA and just kind of halts there for a second. And this is exactly what I thought it would do. So I was thinking, okay, well, I'll just watch it for a minute or two. Next candle, red candle, but right there at the 200-day EMA. So my thought process at this exact point, when I started seeing the 8 EMA and the 20 EMA crossing up and the VWAP, I was thinking, okay, well, if this gets over 123, this has the room to run. And I'm going to show you the daily chart after I show you the run that it made here. But I went back and I looked, actually before I made this candlestick run, when I was checking it out down here, I looked at the daily chart and mapped out some resistances, and you'll see it here in just a second. But anyway, I did go and I put a buy order for $123. So if it broke this 200 EMA, I figured it had a lot of room to run, especially with support, because my risk was basically at VWAP. Worst case scenario, maybe this 50 EMA at 114. So it was very, very good risk to reward ratio here. So we'll go fast forward one minute and see as it's just kind of like these are the best setups, I think, because like right where it hits like a resistance and then just kind of does like this like little consolidation right here. These are the stocks that you want to look at. Next candle breaks it, goes right up to 128, but obviously it was not done there. Just kind of keeps going. So I'm riding the 8 EMA. Now you see this yellow line. This is the resistance to the daily resistance. If you look on the daily chart, and like I said, I'll go back over it here in just a minute, but if you look at the daily chart, this was a gap down from a couple of days ago. It went from like $4 to like I think like $1. So gap down, and then this was the high of day from yesterday. So I had that mapped out as resistance, and as you can see, it kind of went over it a little bit, but just kind of just went under it. And I was hoping it would break this resistance, and what do you know, next candle breaks that resistance. And this candle is actually where I got out. Got up to like 165. I put in a market order to get out, and I actually got filled at I got sold at 156. So in at 123, actually it was like 122.5. I don't know why it does that, but that's where it filled me at, and then I got out at 156. So as you can see, that was my biggest win for the day. Actually, for the week, I had a couple of other good percentage winners throughout the week, but this was my best one so far. And as you can see, kind of chopped around. Did go a little bit higher, but I figured, you know, this was a good place to get out. When I saw this candle going up to like 168, it was an extended candle, and usually on those, you basically want to get out when you see upside shape like that. You know, these little stair-step candles, you know, that's why I still stayed in it. Then when I saw this big candle, I figured, okay, you know, that's a good spot for me to get out. And so I got out all my shares at 156, and pretty much just chopped around. It's still going. It's fairly early, but you know, this is I'm in Mountain Time, and by as you can see, the time down here at 7:53, I was out. So I got in right here at 7:47. Out at 7:53. So I was in this stock for about 6 minutes, and I got a very good percentage gain. I don't know what it was off the top of my head, but you kind of figured out 123 to $1.56. Well, I'll kind of tell you. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to the daily chart to show you where I'd put the resistance at. As you can see, wasn't quite. I guess I didn't map it out quite. I didn't map out this wick, but I did map out the top of the where it opened the previous day. So that's where I had the resistance, and as you can see, we'll go back to the daily, or I'm sorry, the minute candles here, and so yeah, as you can see, you know, as soon as it busted that, it just kind of like went parabolic at that point, and that's why I got out when I did. I did try to get back in this here just a little bit ago, right here. Got in at 148. Put my bid in at 148 because here again, you know, it's just curling up the VWAP, right? You know, spacing right under the VWAP. Figured, okay, well, if it goes over the VWAP, it's probably going to make a nice little spike. So I was hoping for my target was 160. Got in at 148, and it kind of did this little sideways action, and then when I saw this candle, I figured, well, it's probably gonna go down, and I got out at I think like 151. So I only made just a few dollars, but you know, I'm not gonna complain about that, especially after that monster run at the beginning of the day. Did chop around a little bit, but still running, still going for the day. Did eventually get that 160 later on. I probably should have waited until about here. As you can see, this nice little base here, and did go up to 160. But that is my win for today. I will go ahead and post this to YouTube, and if you have any comments or questions, definitely let me know. Again, you know, these videos are mostly for my benefit. To see, it's kind of like I guess kind of like a diary, I guess, a daily journal of my trades. I don't do it on all of them because some of them are just, you know, little, you know, small percentage winners, which I probably should make videos for, but this one was the best one of the week so far, and you know, I'm just very thankful that you know, that I had my scanner. I'm very thankful this popped up on my scanner, and I was able to capitalize on it. So thanks everybody for watching, and have a great day.